Hey guys, welcome back to Ken Cinema Sofa. Look, it's morning time here. It's about 11:17 a.m. here in Tokyo, Japan. I've been up for maybe an hour or so. Look, I'm sorry that I have not gotten many reactions out. I've been dealing with some Japanese bureaucracy when it comes to, extending my stay here and things like that. So, been really busy with that. But Nosferatu Part 2 of my reaction is dropping, I believe, tomorrow. Yeah. And still editing The Chosen. I'm going to try to get episode 2 of that out by Friday. This is Superman times. This is Supes time, baby. I am so excited about James Gunn's rendition of Superman. If you watch my other reactions for trailers about this movie, you know I'm a big Silver Age Superman fan. And I love that kind of whimsy, tall tale, mythic, sci-fi vibe of the Silver Age. If you don't know, that's from the 1950s until like the early 1970s. And that's really when the Superman, I would say, story and cast and mythos really expanded. But yeah, it's been a while since they've visited this era of Superman. I think Chris Reeve's Superman is clearly Silver Age, right? Him spinning around the earth, turning the time back. Come on, you gotta love that. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know if it's gonna be that level of whimsy in this film, but I'm excited. So this is the final trailer, or tickets on sale now trailer. Like, subscribe, help a brother out. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs, and hit the notification bell so that you even know when I'm dropping this stuff, So without further ado, let's get to it. Still trying to wake up. For me, I slept a little late, so I even got my 7-Eleven maple syrup pancakes. Wow.
Superman.
Oh, that's cool.
The most powerful being on planet Earth.
That's a great accent he's doing, Nicholas Hoult.
We finally meet. Now, as planned.
See, I wish they had not shown this much. Oh no.
I'll destroy you. And of course,
that's a strong dude.
You always do interviews with.
Ooh, what?
Who raised you as a child? I'll kill them too.
Oh, what? That's scary, man. Oh, that looks good.
Your plans will work. Wrap it up. Good luck with that.
Oh, snap. Oh, he knocked the teeth out. Guy Gardner. Woo. Okay, this is gonna get wild. Okay. Oh man, I don't want to see. Oh.
They chose him. Let them die.
What? I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but man.
Hey! Quit messing around. Messing around, doing important stuff.
I like that.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
See it in IMAX. Come on, Japan. Don't let me down. Oh, look at that flying. Yes, yes. Okay, look. Hold up. Haters. The haterade is outdated, okay? Throw that stuff away. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's all play together, okay? I love Zack Snyder. I like what he did with that era of Superman. Ironically, his first movie in that series is called Man of Steel, which shares the same title with the comic series from the 1980s Man of Steel that rebooted Superman and got rid of the Silver Age elements, kind of modernized them. So I think, I don't know if they did that on purpose, but it follows that, and I was cool with that for its time. But this is beautiful. This is like the return of Silver Age. And this is one of the reasons I love All-Star Superman. I don't know if you've seen that, read that comic book series. Came out maybe 10 years ago, I want to say. No, 15 years ago, maybe. No, that came out before I moved to Japan in 2009. But that series revisits the Silver Age Superman like 35 years later, right? And slightly modernized, but it's clearly Silver Age. I mean, come on. They got the Superman robots in that comic book series. They got Superman even with the key, how he used to open the Fortress of Solitude with the key, right? That it's not a giant key like in the old one, though. They've modernized it to a small key that like weighs the same amount of like dwarf star material. I don't know, millions of tons or whatever. And only Superman can pick it up. But I like that they still honor in that comic that it used to be a big key, because Lois asks him like, hey, what happened to that giant key you had? So it is a continuation of Silver Age Superman. And that comic series, I've read James Gunn say in interviews, was a huge influence on this film. So look, bring it on. Bring it on. Superman, the awesomeness of him is that he is, yes, he's an alien that has grown up as a Kansas farm boy that, has endowed him with, that kind of, of course, a super strength from being an alien, but his morality, and they may not want to go into it these days because it's kind of like not PC, but yeah. The Midwest, American Midwest, is very deeply influenced by Christianity, right? And small churches dotting everywhere in that region, So it's just tied into the fabric of who they are, right? The salt of the earth type people. And that's what Jesus says, right? You are the salt of the earth. But also what the Silver Age brings is this reminder that yes, he is from another world, and all of the sci-fi cool out of this world elements that come with that, right? Love it. Another thing I want to say, look, man, love Henry Cavill. I heard somebody say before that Henry Cavill would play Superman better than Henry Cavill playing Superman. You know what I mean? Like, if you watch the guy in his interviews, Henry Cavill, he's a really cool, like slightly geeky guy. I think he plays Warhammer. I forgot which one, but he's a really upbeat, cool, talkative, everyday kind of guy, that looks as handsome as he does. And that's what Superman's supposed to be. So I don't get what happened when Zack Snyder was actually directing him. Like I said, I liked the Zack Snyder films for being what they were, right? Very, very much stoicism, like overtook everything in that world, except for the Flash. But Superman is not supposed to be Batman. His character is very different, man. I even went on ChatGPT and searched like, hey, as if I didn't know, but I just wanted, get a little digital backup. But I was like, hey, is Superman in the comics always stoic and grim and super serious? And it was like, no, not at all. It said, now, mind you, there are many renditions of Superman through the 75-year, 80-year history, but generally, he's a very upbeat kind of guy. He's serious when it calls for it, and he's humorous at times when it calls for it. And I talked about Clark, still talking about Superman, right? He's like clever, witty, flirtatious, sometimes flustered around Lois Lane. He loves playing with the kids, and it's just, and this version by David Cornsweet And not just him. It's not just him, right? This is important to understand. It's the director. So instead of people jumping and harping on an actor, it's also the director that brings a certain vision to the screen. And James Gunn is a comic fan, and I believe he's written some comics. And the way he directs David Corenswet, along with David Corenswet's input into the character, this feels like Superman. It does. It does. Christopher Reeve had his own version of the same Superman character, but both he and Corenswet are tapping into the Superman of the Silver Age comics. The hey buddy, eyes up here, man. Look, a guy that grew up in Kansas, right? And we see in the Superman movie, I'm sure in the comics as well, has wanted to try out for football, grew up on football, all that. He's gonna act like that. He's gonna talk like that, That was an awesome scene of him and the dog like fighting together. Like, man, I hope nothing happens to that dog. Because whenever you have a hero dog like that in movies, something happens to tip the scales, snap the hero off. I just hope that doesn't happen. Please don't do it. At least not in the first minute. No, I'm not even going to say that. Just don't do it, okay? And the other thing I love about it is the look of it, the sheen of it, right? The production design of it, which I'm not surprised by because James Gunn, all his other comic book films look like that. He is not ashamed that this is a comic book, okay? Now, I will say I hope that he turns down his comedy vibe, that it won't match the same levels of, let's say, Guardians of the Galaxy. That's not what this is, but it's okay to have some humor in there because not everybody, for one thing, Superman himself, as I've said before, is a balanced character, right? Clark, the way the Silver Age paints him, is supposed to be the mild-mannered, shy, big oaf kind of guy, right? Nothing against big oafs, okay? Before anybody gets sensitive, okay? I'm just saying, this is the way that they saw, portrayed his alter ego to throw people off. But the characters around him in the story, like Guy Gardner, yeah, he's been on the same team with Guy Gardner before. Guy Gardner is, that dude is, he's, how would I say? Take a drink of coffee first. Wait a minute. Guy Gardner is a lovable creep. Did that come out right? From that haircut. I mean, come on. That's done on purpose, And I saw a scene that cracked me up. It was in a TV spot for this movie where Lois looks at him and it's like, that haircut should be afraid to break its vows or should break its vows or something like that. He's like, that what should do what? Love Nathan Fillion, man. So look, I'm not going to say anything more. From what I see so far, this is looking really good. You tell me, what did you think about it? Did it blow your socks off like it did mine? I didn't have any socks on anyway, because it's still morning time here. But you know what I mean, right? Are you excited about this? Are you more excited than you were before? I'm on the fence when it comes to showing me too much and just really satisfying me, because I don't want to see too much of the movie, but I feel like each time they're showing more and more and I'm excited about it, but I don't want to see it because I want to be surprised in the movie. But this is what some of the haters, this is what you guys have done, man. Are you happy now? Are you? James Gunn had to bring out all of this stuff. He had to come out firing because of you guys, okay? So should I say thank you to you guys? I don't know, because part of me is happy to see all this. Okay, anyway, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time, guys, on the sofa. God bless you wherever you are in the world.